leads the league in shutouts with 2, tied with 2 other Norris Division goaltenders, Tim Cheveldae, and look out for Felix Potvin of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Having a great rookie year, Nick.
Yeah, big time.
Now this is Cassera round behind as he's hit by Churla. And the puck is cleared by Ruutu. Tenorti gets to it ahead of Larmer, but he falls. However, it's cleared out of the zone, and Tenorti getting up along the boards. They stopped play. They thought he might be hurt. I don't know whether he is.
Mark Tenorti is back this season to logging a lot of ice time for the North Stars. Ron Hogarth asking if he's okay, but I think Tenorti was hoping for a penalty call. We're going to take a look at Mark Tenorti getting swacked, bang, right in the face with that stick. And no penalty called.
Hogarth not having one of his better nights tonight.
No. Stars open the scoring in the third period. Madano's 8th at 3:09. Roenick tied it at 5:26. And Chris Chelios came back just a moment ago, beat John Casey from long range, and that's where we are. 2-1 Chicago.
Puck is shot in by Cassera. Casey cuts it off. Matvichuk playing it for far boards. Larmer keeps it in to Mateau, battling with Matvichuk, who pushes him off the puck. Now Matvichuk blocking Larmer's pass. Larmer trying to get it back. Comes to Derek Smith, kept in by Roenick. Laid back. Casey out, banned on it. Now he swats the Chicago player Larmer with a stick, and he got away with that one. Now this is Larmer. High slot. Shot by Cassera. Went wide. Good rebound off the boards. Now Broughton knocks down a pass. Controls the puck and feeds it to Matvichuk. Knocked off his stick by Roenick. Broughton carries on. Worked it by Roenick, but then lost it as he ran into Larmer, who drives it back in, and the teams are changing on the fly. Matvichuk with the puck. When Gilbert checked him, the puck goes loose. Centering pass blocked by Broughton. Now it's poked ahead by Matvichuk. Gagne has it at center. Overpasses Courtnall. Chelios will get back to touch it first, and we have icing called. We're down to 4:03 remaining in the third period. Chicago leading 2-1, and they've outshot the North Stars 27-16.
Chris Chelios' goal, the difference tonight. A difference in goal scorers. Yesterday it was the journeyman chipping in, Gaetan Duchesne, Mark Tenorti, and Craig Ludwig, the goal scorers in yesterday's game. The 3 goals today scored by guys who should score goals. Mike Modano is 8th, Jeremy Roenick is 12th, Chris Chelios his 5th. And the Hawks are trying to ride this one all the way to the dressing room. A 2-1 lead with just over 4 minutes remaining in the third period.
North Stars playing their 7th game against Norris Division teams. They're 5-1-0 against them so far. 2 wins and a loss against St. Louis. They have wins over Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Chicago. Blackhawks are 4-3-1 in the division. They've beaten Toronto. 4-3-1 in the division. They've beaten St. Louis twice, Toronto and Detroit once. They've lost to Tampa Bay, Toronto, and the North Stars, and they've tied Tampa Bay.
North Stars are now going to be looking for their offense to create something to happen out there. You know, much like the Vikings this afternoon, Al, who relied heavily on their defense to make the big plays. The offense really didn't make the big plays for them today, and that kind of a difference in the game against the Houston Oilers, despite the terrific season that Dennis Green and the Vikings are having. But the North Stars need help from their offense right now. The defense has held the Chicago Blackhawks down close. The North Stars are in this hockey game. Now they need the offense to go to work.
Barry to Craig, broken up by Steve Smith, but now Barry fires it in. Cut off by Belfort. Chelios clearing it to center, gloved down by Ludwig. Ludwig dumping it in. A bouncer that got by Steve Smith. McPhee after, but Chelios plays it around behind to Graham. Graham's pass comes out to center off Ludwig, and it's shot right back in by Modano. Now Chelios. Gives it to Smith. To Chelios. Fires it in. Casey blocks it. Barry starts the play back to Tenorti. His pass blocked by Christian. Recovered by Courtnall. He's tied up by Christian. Sutter with the puck. Hatcher coming back for it. Passing off, and it's on out of center. Hatcher taking Kravchuk up against the boards in front of the Minnesota bench as the Hawks play it in. Gagne with the puck. 2.5 minutes left now. Cleared to center. Comes out off Courtnall. To Sarah lobbing it back in. This is Hatcher. Runs into Mateau. Gives it to Courtnall. Rink wide left. Gagne circles back to pick it up off the boards. His pass for Courtnall knocked down by Roenick. Roenick tried to fire it in. Hatcher blocked it, but Larmer steals it. In for a shot, and he shot it wide. It rebounds to the left point. To Sarah, back of the net. Larmer trying to center. He's checked there, worked over by Tenorti, and the puck covered at the left of the crease by Casey, and we've got Hatcher and Tenorti both doing a little work on Larmer. He just never quits, that Larmer. He's got his nose in there all the time.
Steve Larmer has played all of his games with the Chicago Blackhawks, more than 800. Now 820, made 2 All-Star appearances, was NHL's Rookie of the Year in '82 when he had 90 points, 43 goals. He's not looked upon anymore to be the guy that's going to score 40 or 50 goals, although he does have the scoring touch. But his leadership, his two-way play, and his dependability is something that the Chicago Blackhawks have counted on and will count on for probably, oh, I don't know, another 10 or 15 years maybe, the way he's going. He just keeps going and going and going, just like the commercial.
From the face-off, the puck goes to the far boards. Barry clearing it ahead. It comes on out to center. Now McPhee plays it into the Hawk zone, but it's poked on out by Smith. Driven in by Matvichuk. Now Chelios on the far side avoids a check from Craig, who had him lined up. This is Tenorti putting it in front. Belfer steers it behind. Tenorti after it again, lost his stick. Tried to control it with his skates. Chelios and Tenorti go down behind the net. Now Gilbert kicks it back in the net, and Chelios has it. Dumping it out, Madonna back. Madonna lost it. Hudson. Hatcher takes him. This is David Christian. Matvichuk wipes him out. Oh, picked off. Here's Casero with a shot. And it goes wide. Kravchuk, pardon me. Now Courtnall. We're in the last minute. North Stars will try to get Casey off. Dolan tipping it ahead, but the Hawks recover, and it's played right back into the North Star zone by Christian. Now here's Dolan ahead to Courtnall. There goes Casey. Courtnall lost it for a moment, then got checked by Casera. Dolan kept it in, but now it's cleared, and it goes wide to the right of the empty net. Backboard is Hatcher to get an icing call, and we're down to 24 and 4/10 seconds, and we'll probably have a timeout right about now.
Dave Gagne and Neil Broughton are talking to Ron Hogarth, and what they may be talking about is it looked like a Chicago Blackhawk player played with a broken stick, and Broughton is very upset. I didn't catch who it was, but someone's blade came off the stick. And now Ron Hogarth is calling. I don't know what he's calling. Broughton is very upset. Stewie Gavin over to ask for an explanation.
I think we got a misconduct.
Number 15, Dave Gagne, 10-minute misconduct penalty at 19.
Dave Gagne popping off, and he's got a game 10-minute misconduct. That's the North Stars' 8th penalty of the game for 24 minutes.
But it will not be a manpower penalty. They caught a break that way. Now the timeout is called, and North Stars are planning their final offensive assault, or what they hope will be an assault, and for a club that's managed only 16 shots in this hockey game, credit where credit is due to the Chicago defense tonight.
Okay, here comes the strategy session now. They've got it all mapped out, and Gainey's going to tell them what he wants them to do here. North Stars have 24 and 4/10 seconds left in which to force overtime. The Hawks are unbeaten in their last 6 at home. They've won 4, tied 2. They've beaten Detroit, Toronto, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. They've tied San Jose and Philadelphia. Their last home loss was on October 22nd when they were beaten 6-5 by the New Jersey Devils.
The Stars had 2 goals disallowed in the first period. One was a certain goal to be disallowed as the net came loose, but the other was a tough call to make. Now the North Stars are going to try and get one of those back. Okay, Al, take us home, baby.
Bobby Smith on the key face-off against Christian Ruutu. Shane Heyer telling them where he wants them to stand around the circle there. He's talking to Steve Smith. And now to Shane Churla. Churls will barrel right for that net when they drop it. Chodin back as a tail gunner. The puck cleared around behind by Chelios. Graham will get to it first. Kept in by Madonna, but now the Hawks get it. It's cleared. Coming back for it, Chodin, chased by Ruutu. Rings it around with 10 seconds to go. Kept in. Chodin has it again. Trying to dump it out, but it's kept in by the Hawks. Now Chodin clears the center. Churla backhands it in, but the game ends. And the Blackhawks win it by a score of 2-1. A tough, hard-fought hockey game here in which the North Stars had 2 goals disallowed. One of them because the right post came off, and the other questionable. But that's the way the referee saw it. He has the final verdict, and he said no goal. And now Hogarth is having some words with Neil Broughton down there, and
good to see Neil fired up. And in the middle of it, Bratzi has a point to be made, and in that last rush before the final face-off, Al, a Blackhawk player did play with a broken stick and was holding it. And
how can 3 officials miss that? I mean, you've got 3 good, tough battle. The Hawks win it 2-1, and we'll be back in just a moment with more